A very good morning, everyone. Today, we are going to start our third session of Rachana Sangamam Rachana 2020 web conference series. Today, I welcome Dr. Sarang Ingle, Assistant Professor, Department of Rachana Sharira in Tibia College, New Delhi. Sir is having an experience of almost 9.5 years in teaching. So, before introducing him, I'd like to call Ms. Ritika Kapoor to have a prayer.
ॐ नमामि धन्वन्त्रि आदिदेवं सुरासुरे वन्दितं पादपादनं लोके जरारुके भय मृत्युनाशं दधारिषं विभित् औषधीनाम् धन्वन्त्री प्रमानाथं सर्वरोगे निवारकम् आयुर्वेद प्रभक्तारं वन्दे पीयूषं दायकम् सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामया ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ
Thank you, Ms. Ritika. So, welcome everyone. Today we will be having our third session done by Dr. Sarang Ingle, who is working currently as Assistant Professor in Ayurveda and Unani Tibia College and Hospital, New Delhi. Sir is having an experience of teaching of 9.5 years, and Sir has presented so many papers in international and national journals, and also had written articles also in national and international journals. On behalf of Department of Rachana Sharira and Shiva Ayurvedic Medical College and Hospital, Bilaspur, sir, I cordially welcome you to the session, sir. Sir, you can start your session.
Okay. Yes, I am audible, sir.
Yes, sir, you are audible.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Ronup, sir, for giving me a chance to present this lecture. Good morning, all of you students. Okay. Now, जैसे आपको बता चुके थे, today's topic is the lymphatic system. Okay, anatomy of the lymphatic system. Before we starting the lymphatic system, just when I have the option, it is Hindi or English, whatever you want to prefer.
Sir, it will be better if the lecture is in English, sir.
English.
Welcome.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Well, before we starting with the lymphatic system, just we start that is what is meant by lymphatic system. Then some of the introductory point of the lymphatic system. Okay. Lymphatic system is a drainage system of your body. Okay. What is meant by drainage system? As you know that the blood enters into the tissue through the arteries, and it enters into the tissue as a tissue fluid. Maximum of this tissue fluid is back goes to the veins. Okay, but some of the particles which are large particles like fat, cell debris, dead viruses, dead bacteria, they are not drained by this venous system. Okay, so that purpose, for that purpose, the new system is created by the God, that is called your lymphatic system. That's why the lymphatic system is called the drainage system of your body. That's why it is called the drainage system of your body. It is accessory to the venous system. Okay, it is accessory to the venous system. Okay. So this is I share one screen, that is this is your the overall look of your lymphatic system. Okay. So that was the सबसे start पहले, that is what is meant by tissue fluid. जो मैं बार बार आपको बोल रहा हूँ, what is meant by tissue fluid. Okay, tissue fluid is that fluid which is entered into the interstitial spaces of the tissue. That is called tissue fluid. Normally in the whole human body, approximately 30 liters of the capacity of this tissue fluid. Out of that, 27 liters is drained by the veins. The remaining 3 liters, that which contains the fats, that contain the protein, that contain the cell debris, and that contain the viruses, all that larger particle are not drained by this venous system, and that is drained by one another system that is called your lymphatic system. That's why the purpose lymphatic system is called the drainage system of your body. Okay. So 10 to 20% of this tissue fluid, that is approximately 3 liters, is drained by this lymphatic system. Okay. The fluid which is drained by this lymphatic system is called the lymph. That is the specialized tissue fluid. That is called the lymph. Okay. That point is called as the lymph. Lymph is made up of the fatty substances and certain lymphocyte, cell debris, and the viruses, dead viruses, dead bacteria. This lymph is carried towards the heart to the groups of short vessels that are called as the lymphatic vessel. Okay, and on the due course of this lymphatic vessel, just you have to see the small nodular green-like structure, rounded structure in this PPT, that are called your lymph nodes. That are called your lymph node. In the lymph node, this lymph is get filtered. No doubt, all the these are the vestigial material of body. This is not going to the as towards the heart. This should be filtered, and this filter point is are the lymph node. That filter points are the lymph node. Okay. Now the lymphatics, the lymph of the most of the body part is clear and colorless. Okay, clear and colorless. There are no any color. Only clear transparent material, but the lymph in the intestine is of the milky white in color, and that is called the chyl, CHYL, that are called as the chyl, because of the presence of the plasma proteins and the fats. Because of the presence of plasma proteins and the fat in the intestinal lymph node, the lymphatics or the lymph of the intestine is of the milky white, and that is called as the chyl. And the lymph of the intestine, the vessel which carries the lymph of the intestine, are called as the lacticles. Because in the human body, in the live body, these are seen like a milky white in appearance. That's why they are called as the lacticles. Okay. Remaining are called as the lymphatic vessel. Only the lymphatic vessel present in the intestine are called as the lacticles. Okay. So that might not be. यही मैंने आपको अभी बताया था उसमें. Okay. Now, what are the components of the lymphatic system? What are the components? How the lymphatic system in the body is made up of the certain components. Okay. So first is the lymph vessel. Okay. Second is the central lymphoidal tissue. Third is the peripheral lymphoidal tissue or organs. And fourth is the circulating lymphocyte. Now listen to the one note that the certain components of the lymphatic system also act as an immune system of the body. That is called as another system, that is called reticuloendothelial system. Some of the components of the lymphatic system also act as an immune system of your body. That is called your reticuloendothelial system of your body. Now we start one by one. What is the lymph vessels? Okay, one by one. What is meant by lymph vessel? Okay, lymph vessel is a one-way system towards the only heart. That is the first component of the lymphatic system. It is the one way. One way means that should be one end, it should be blind. And which is the blind? It begins blindly in the tissue places as the lymph capillary. कहने का मतलब होता है कि tissue space होता है. In the tissue space में, that are the certain lymph capillaries are present. Collection of these lymph capillaries make a one vessel, that is called one lymph vessel. That's why the term first I. It is the one-way system. One way is blind towards the tissue space, and another end is open into the heart. Okay. caliber wise and diameter wise, it is greater than the vein. Uska caliber, the caliber of the lymph vessel, diameter of the lymph vessel is again greater, and walls are numerous as compared to the vein. And one may ask that, if you ask that what is the difference between the lymphatic system and the venous system, okay, that is the lymphatic system only drain to 10 to 20% of the tissue fluid, but venous system 80 to 90%. Caliber and the diameter is greater in the lymphatic vessel. Walls are numerous in the lymphatic vessel as compared to the veins. Okay. In the whole body, these short lymphatic vessels unite with the major lymphatic vessel. And now in the body, there are majorly 5 lymphatic trunks. These lymphatic vessels together form one structure that are called as the trunk. Okay. Short 2 to 3 lymphatic vessels unite, which form a one lymphatic vessel, major lymphatic vessel, and that is called the lymphatic trunk. Okay. In the body, the major lymphatic trunks are firstly in the lumbar region. That's why it is called lumbar lymphatic trunk. Second is the present in the intestine. That is called your lacticles. Okay. That lymphatic vessels are called the lacticle, which form a major trunk that is called your intestinal lymphatic trunk. Third trunk is present in the thoracic cavity. That is called your bronchomediastinal lymph trunk. Okay. Fourth, it is present in the subclavian region. That is called your subclavian lymphatic trunk. And the fifth, that is present in the neck region, and that is called your jugula. Okay. Numerous lymphatic vessels unite each other to form a trunk. Yeah? Major lymphatic vessels that are called as the trunk. In the body, these 5 major lymphatic trunks are present. That is, the name is the lumbar, intestinal, bronchomediastinal, subclavian, and jugular. Okay. Abhi, all these 5 lymphatic trunks ultimately drain into the 2 final lymphatic trunks or lymphatic ducts that are called as the ducts. Okay. These 5 lymphatic trunks ultimately opens into the 2 major large lymphatic vessels that are called as the lymphatic ducts, and these are the thoracic duct and right lymphatic duct. Thoracic duct opens into the abdomen with the union of lumbar and the intestinal trunk, and which carries or which receives the maximum percentage of the lymph of the body. That is your thoracic duct. Okay. And the right lymphatic duct, only some part of the right side of the body is drained by the right lymphatic duct. Okay. This is the first component of the lymphatic system. That is called your lymph vessel. Okay. In the body, all over lymph vessel is present, but certain structure where the lymph vessel are absent. Okay, certain structure are that structure which are avascular in manner, where already blood capillaries are also not present or blood vessels are not present. That are in that structure, the lymph vessel are not present. Okay, the structure which not present the lymphatic vessels are, okay, that is the brain, spinal cord, splenic pulp, bone marrow, teeth. Okay, pulp of the nail, bone cartilage, articular cartilage. These are the structure where the lymphatic vessels are not present. Okay, these are the structure where the lymphatic vessels are not present. Okay, this is the first component of the lymphatic system. First component of the lymphatic system. Second, this is called the central lymphoidal tissue. Central lymphoidal tissue. Why it is called central? Why it is called central? Because they are fixed in the body part. The position fixed. It is fixed into the body part. In the body, there are 2 central lymphoidal tissue. Okay, central lymphoidal tissue, that is the aggregation of certain connective tissue that are called as the lymphocyte or lymph tissue. In the body, there are the 2 central lymphoidal tissue. One is called thymus. It is the thymus is an endocrine gland. Okay, so up to the puberty, this gland is very active in nature. Okay, and it forms one type of lymphocyte that is called your T lymphocyte. T lymphocyte. And second is the bone marrow. Bone marrow, which is present in the maximally the all over the bone. Okay, but in case of shaft of the long bones, clavicle, sternum, वहां पे वो ज्यादा मात्रा में आपको प्रेजेंट मिलेगा. That is called bone marrow. And this bone marrow and form one type of lymphocyte that is called your B lymphocyte. Okay. Then what is the role of the central lymphoid tissue in the body? The major role of this is divide the stem cell. Stem cells means cells of the lymphocyte derived from the embryo that are called as the stem cell. It is the main role is they divide the stem cell of the lymphocyte into immunocompetent lymphocyte. Immunocompetent are that are majorly takes part in the formation of the immune response that are called your immunocomponent. Nowadays अभी आपको कोरोना का स्ट्रक्चर जो डिसीज है that is very much progressive. यही वाला इम्यूनिटी सिस्टम अपनी अच्छी होनी चाहिए यही वाला रोल आपको प्ले करता है. दिस इज द मेजर रोल इन द इम्यूनिटी सिस्टम. B lymphocyte and the T lymphocyte. The lymphocyte which is circulated by the bone marrow are called as the B lymphocyte. That's why the term B for bone marrow. Second, the lymphocyte which are circulating through thymus that are called your T lymphocyte. Okay. अभी जो आता है बात in case of bone marrow, all the lymphoidal stem cells are formed in the bone marrow. Okay. All the stem cells of the lymphocyte are generally formed into the bone marrow except in the fetal line. Fetal line may this plays the role of the liver, spleen and this thymus. Okay. This is the second component of the lymphoidal tissue. A lymphatic system that is called central lymphoidal tissue. You see the picture of this thymus gland. Thymus gland is present in the superior mediastinum. It is the bilobular structure. Bilobular structure is formed of one endocrine structure that is called the thymine also. Okay. After the puberty, this size of the thymus gland is there disappear, vanishing. Before puberty, the thymus gland is very much active. That's why in certain terms it has said that after the puberty, the role of this central lymphoid tissue is only conformed to the bone marrow only. That is the second structure that is called our central lymphoidal tissue. Okay. Now we start with the move with the third structure that is called peripheral lymphoidal organs or tissue. Okay. Why it is called peripheral? Peripheral in the body's periphery elsewhere. Some are present in the neck, some are present in the abdomen, some are present in the mucosa of the certain gland. That's why the term peripheral lymphoidal organs or it is called as the tissue. Okay. And in that certain tissue, there are certain organs or certain tissue. That's why it is called peripheral lymphoidal organs or tissue. Okay. And that includes what are the made up of the peripheral lymphoidal tissues or the organs? One first is your largest is the spleen. As you know, spleen is present in the abdominal cavity on the left hypochondrial region. Okay. And major role of spleen in the lymphoidal tissue is it is the destructor of all the RBCs, WBCs and the platelet in the spleen. That's why the spleen is a very much important play an important role in the circulation of the lymphocyte. Okay. Second structure that is called the lymph node. Lymph node are that structure which are act as the filters and present in the due course of the lymphatic vessel. In the due course of the lymphatic vessel, they are act as a filters. Third are present in the epithelial lymphoidal tissue. That is generally present in the epithelial tissue beneath the skin or certain organs, epithelial tissue of the certain organ that are called as the epithelial lymphoidal tissue. बाद में that is the tonsils. These are again a very important structure. Tonsils are the group of the lymphocyte are present near the oropharyngeal junction. Near the oropharyngeal junction that are also called the palatine tonsil, which traps all the unwanted material which entered through the respiratory tract. Okay, that is the importance of the tonsil. That's why tonsils are very much important in the immune response also. Okay, इसके लिए अगर आपने कुछ ठंडा खा लिया या आइसक्रीम खा लिया, इन केस ऑफ वायरल atmospheric changes, in case of babies, the tonsil get enlarged because tonsil is the lymph, it's type of act as a lymph node which is filtered the unwanted material which enter to the respiratory tract. Inhalation के द्वारा जो भी material आपका जाएगा वो पहले आपका tonsil से होते हुए जाएगा. Okay. The second, that are called the adenoids. These are present in the posterior nasal aperture. These are the groups of the lymphocyte which is present in the posterior nasal aperture. This is like a tonsil. Okay, that are called your adenoids. Then the third, that is called your appendix. You used to know that appendix is also present in the ileocecal junction, near the cecum and the ileum junction. And appendix is again used for the trapping of the unwanted material of the intestine. That's why appendix plays a major role in the lymphocyte in the trapping of the unwanted material. And the last is the Peyer's patches. Peyer's patches. This is the group of lymphocyte of the that is the group or the collection of the lymphocyte present in the terminal ileum. Group of lymphocyte, it is a membrane-like group of lymphocyte present in the terminal ileum. That is called Peyer's patches. The role of Peyer's patches is very much useful for the pathology of the typhoid or the enteric fever. Peyer's patches are important, which is for the immune response in the intestine, small intestine. For example, in the typhoid. Okay, this is called your peripheral lymphoidal tissue or the organ. Okay, now we elaborate the structure of the lymph node, which is the peripheral lymphoidal tissues or the organ. Okay, what is meant by lymph node? Now we see with this picture. This is the tonsil, okay, which is present in the oropharyngeal junction. That are all called the palatine tonsil. There are the 4 types of tonsils that are present in the body. Okay, out of that, this is the palatine tonsil is very much common. This is the structure of your lymph node. What is meant by lymph node? If you ask anyone question, that is what you mean by lymph node. Lymph node are small nodules-like structure. Nodular structure. They are rounded nodular structure of the lymphoidal tissue. Of the lymphoidal tissue found in the course of lymphatic vessel. Okay. So there are the small nodule-like structure, okay, which are collection of the lymphoidal tissue and present in the due course of the lymphatic vessel. Okay, and this lymphatic node acts as a filter material for the lymph. ठीक है, अरे इसका मेन रोल क्या होता है कि ये जो lymph आपके इसमें आएगा उसी स्ट्रक्चर को वो हार्ट की तरफ भेजेगा, दिस इज वेरी यूजफुल फॉर द हार्ट. बाकी का वो अपने अंदर ट्रैप करके रखेगा. फॉर एग्जांपल fat and protein are back to the heart, but cell debris, viruses, dead bacteria, dead viruses or viruses, live viruses are not goes to the heart because of the presence of the lymph node. Okay, lymph node, for just example, lymph nodes are the check posts in the highways. Okay, जैसे in the highways में आपके check posts होते हैं which carries not unwanted vehicles to enter into the city. Likewise, the lymph node is act. It are the check posts. In the body, 400 to 500 lymph nodes are present. Okay, the lymph nodes are them according to the presence of that body part. If the lymph node group of the lymph node present in the axilla, that are called axillary nerve. If the lymph node are present in the invagal region, that are called your invagal lymph node. Okay, उस हिसाब से उसका नाम आपका अलग-अलग हो सकता है. Okay, जनरली जो lymph node का शेप होता है ओवल या नहीं तो रेंथी फॉर्म, अप्रोक्सीमेटली किडनी शेप माना जाता है उसका. दैट इज द शेप ऑफ द lymph node. उसकी जो लेंथ होगी इट इज अप्रोक्सीमेटली 1 to 25 mm लॉन्ग. 1 mm से लेकर तो 25 mm लॉन्ग तक उसका शेप हो सकता है. द कलर ऑफ द lymph node वेरीज इन द डिफरेंट ऑर्गन. That means in case of lungs के आजू बाजू अगर lymph node present है, so that color of that lymph node is black because of the inhalation of the trapping of the carbon material. That is because that's why the lymph node present in the lung. Near the lymph node present in the liver, near the liver. It is of the brown. Okay, brown because of the destruction of the hemoglobin, that particle. Okay. And when the lymph node present near the intestine, they are being the white in color because of the plasma protein. That is called the child. Okay. Now, what is the structure of this lymphatic lymph node? Okay. Lymph node has majorly two structures. One is for supporting and one is called parenchyma, which is lies the inside. Supporting structure is called as the capsule of the lymph node. यानी जब आपने कहा lymph node निकाल दिया बॉडी में से, आपको दो चीजें मिलेगी, एक outward, one is inward. Outward is called as the capsule of the lymph node. Okay, and inward is called as the parenchyma of the lymph node. Okay. The capsule is of two types. Okay. One should be the fibrous or one should be the reticulum. Fibrous and it is a tough connective tissue. Reticulum में these capsules sends some septa or sends some structure inside the lymph node that are called as the retinaculum or reticular structure. Okay. Then lymphatic channels. Lymphatic channels, there are the two types of lymphatic vessels are present. One is afferent. Afferent means the afferent lymphatic vessels, and that lymphatic vessel which carries the lymph towards the lymph node. That is called your afferent lymphatic vessels. Okay. And what is meant by efferent? When there is a work of filter is okay, then it carries the lymph vessel lymph away from the lymph node. That is called your efferent lymphatic vessel. Now we see this is afferent and this is your efferent lymphatic vessel. And outside there is the capsule. Okay, this afferent and the efferent lymphatic vessel are present below the capsule in the subcapsular retinaculum. Okay, then after that there is a parenchyma contain again two structures. That is one is called cortex. One is called cortex. Cortex present three types of zones, three different types of zones which contain B and T cells, which contain B and T cells. That is the collection of the lymphocytes. And inside the cortex, there is again one structure that is called medulla. Medulla contains phagocytic macrophages. Medulla contains phagocytic macrophages. यानी afferent lymph से अगर lymph आ रहा है आपके lymphatic तक, तो वो filter होगा, phagocyte होगा. यानी अगर dead cells या germs उसमें होंगे तो उसको kill out करके ही वो efferent lymphatic vessels तक आपको send करेंगे. ठीक है? That's why it is present in the medulla. Okay? This is the whole structures of the lymphatic system. Okay? Lymphatic system. Okay, one point last is what is meant by reticuloendothelial system. Now we start with the beginning. Some of the lymphatic structures of this lymphatic system play an important role in the immune response to your body. That are called a reticuloendothelial system. Okay, it is made up of the highly competent cell, and they are responsible for phagocytosis. Phagocytosis is a killing of unwanted germs or the bacteria or the virus. Then what is the component of this reticuloendothelial system? What is the component of this reticuloendothelial system? The first is the macrophages. Macrophages, which are present in the connective tissues of your body. Connective tissue, आपको सबको पता होगा शायद. Connective tissue is that a tissue which connects or bind the two ends of the body parts that are called your connective tissue. उसमें जो ये lymphatic cells present होंगे, जो phagocytic manner के होंगे, that is called your macrophages. Okay. Then in the blood also there are some reticuloendothelial cells are present. That are the monocytes. That are called as the monocytes. In the livers also some phagocytic cells are present. That are called Kupffer cells. That are called Kupffer cells. And In the central nervous system also, some of the phagocytic cells are present. Though in the central nervous system, lymphatic vessels not present, but certain phagocytic cells are present that are called as the macroglia. That is called what? Macroglia. Okay. This is called the components of the lymphatic system. Okay. Now we start again. Functions of the lymphatic system. What is the role of the lymphatic system in your body? What is the role? Okay. The first is drain the excess interstitial tissue fluid. When asked one thing that in the beginning that the total quantity of the tissue fluid in the body is 30 liters. Okay. So only 27 liters are go back to the veins. Okay. The remaining that excess to body, this is drained by this lymphatic system through this lymph vessel. That's why this is the first role. Then second, the transport of dietary lipids. It is the this point is important. This point is related with the intestine. Okay. जो lipids या fats जो intestine में absorb होंगे, which is not carried or not absorbed with the venous system, it is carried out through this lymphatic vessels. Okay. And the third and the major role of this lymphatic tissue is carries out the immune response. Carry out your immune response to this lymphocyte and this reticuloendothelial system. Okay, this is all about your brief anatomy of the lymphatic system. Now the last point, what is the clinical aspect of lymphatic system? ये जो आपने पढ़ा है उसका क्लिनिकल रोल भी आना चाहिए आपको कि आपको मिल गया व्हाट इज क्लिनिकली हाउ यू क्लिनिकली असेस दिस लिम्फेटिक टिश्यू द फर्स्ट इज द इफ ये आपको पता है कि ये लिम्फ वेसल में लिंक जा रहा है इफ द लिम्फ वेसल गेट ब्लॉक्ड if the lymph vessel get blocked because of certain parasite or certain any material, okay, then if the lymph vessel get blocked, the lymph is collected in that tissue fluid, remains at it is and tissue fluid, and that is called lymph edema. That is called lymph edema. This is easily recognizable in case of filariasis or elephantitis. Because of the elephantitis parasite, the elephantitis parasite blocks the flow of the lymph vessel. That's why the lymph tissue, the lymph fluid rahega, it is stagnated into the tissue, and that will lead to the swelling. And the swelling because of the lymph, that's why it is called lymph edema. Naturally found in the filariasis. Okay. The second, if the inflammation of the lymph vessel, okay, inflammation of the lymph vessel is called lymphangitis. That is called what? Lymphangitis. In that condition, what will happen? You have to see in the red swollen lymphatic vessel beneath the skin. Red swollen. If you touch the lymphatic vessel, you get the worm. That is called what? Lymphangitis. That condition is called lymphangitis. Then inflammation of this lymph nodes. Inflammation of this lymph node is called lymphadenitis. Which are because of the lymphadenitis. If any of the because of the inflammation, if the axillary lymph node get enlarged, that is called lymphadenitis of the axillary lymph node. Okay. Then majorly, why it is the lymphatic system is important? Because it is the role to spread the cancer. Okay. जो कैंसर सेल जो रहेंगे ये एक जगह से दूसरी जगह इस lymphatic vessel से ही जाएंगे. ठीक है. And the spreading of the cancer to one place to another place through this lymphatic are called as the metastasis. Okay, that's why this anatomy of the lymphatic vessels are very much important, or the anatomy of the lymph node is very much important. Its commonest example, for example, the breast or mammary gland, it is drained by the axillary lymph node. It is drained by axillary lymph node. And also these lymphatic vessels of the breast are connected with the abdominal lymph node or the spinal cord lymph node also. That's why if there is a breast tumor or breast carcinoma, this breast carcinomatic cell may spread through this connection of this axillary to the abdominal lymph node, and it may spread from breast to the liver, to the bone, to the prostate, to the brain, to the kidneys also. That is why it is called the metastasized. That's why this lymphatic vessel, or the knowledge of the lymphatic nodes or the lymphatic vessels of that particular organ is very much important. Okay, so this is all about your brief anatomy of the lymphatic system. Okay, lymph nodes, yeah, so typically lymph node, which part is drained by which lymph node is of that particular organ. For example, अभी आपको बोला था breast is drained by the axillary lymph. Liver, the spleen, liver, kidneys are drained by the hepatic and celiac lymph node. Ultimately drained into their 5 lymphatic vessels. Okay, this is all about your lymphatic system. If any difficulty आपको होगी तो मुझे पूछ सकते.
Platform is open for discussion. If anyone is having any doubts, you may kindly convey that to sir. Sir, can you repeat the structure of a lymph node once more, if you are comfortable?
Yes, yes, sir. Okay, just I will see the slides also.
Okay, sir. Okay.
1 minute. Now the structure of the lymph node. Okay, the lymph node is the nodule-like structure. Okay? It is majorly has a 2 major structure. One is outside, that is called the capsule. Okay, that is called the capsule. Inside the capsule, there is the collection of these specialized connective tissue, that is called as the lymphatic tissues are present. The capsule is also called the supporting material, which decide the shape of that particle. These capsules get inside send the stars-like structure that are called the retinaculum. That is called as the retinaculum. And inside the capsule, you have to see the 3 structure. That is called your parenchyma. Okay, 3 structure is the lymphatic channels. There are the 2 types of lymphatic channel. One is called afferent and second is called efferent. Afferent lymphatic vessels are that vessel which carries towards that lymph node. Okay, and efferent is that vessel which goes away, which carries the lymph away from the lymph node. Then inside the capsule, the lymph node has become 2 type of zones are present. One is called cortex, okay, and one is called medulla. Cortex lies just after the capsule, inside the capsule, and after the capsule there is lies the medulla. In the cortex, there is the presence of 3 zones. Presence of 3 zones, and which contains the B and T lymphocyte. Presence of B and T lymphocyte. And second is the उसके बाद वाला structure, that is called the medulla. Medulla is like in a pale-like structure, inside structure, and which contains the phagocytotic macrophages or phagocytotic cells, which traps the unwanted material, okay, which filter the structure and send to the efferent lymphatic vessel. That is the whole anatomy of the lymph node.
Thank you, sir. Sir, one more doubt.
Yes, sir.
You explained the structure of lymph node, and we have also come across the words like thoracic duct, cisterna chyli.
Yes, sir.
So, what is the main difference between a lymphatic node and these structures known as cisterna chyli? And
the cisterna chyli lymph nodes are the only nodular structure which are present in the course of the lymphatic vessel. Cisterna chyli is the dilatation in the beginning of the thoracic duct. Thoracic duct, what is meant by thoracic duct? Thoracic duct is the terminal duct where all these of the body is entered. Okay, thoracic duct is formed in the abdomen by the junction of lumbar and the intestinal trunk. By the lumbar and the intestinal lymph trunk at the level of T12 thoracic vertebra, approximately. Okay, and when it starts just at the beginning of the thoracic duct, it has sent some dilatation, and that dilatation is called cisterna child. It is not the lymph nodes, it is only the dilatation. It is the part of the thoracic duct. And the length of the thoracic duct is approximately 30 to 40 centimeter. And it opens, travels through the abdomen, to the posterior mediastinum, and opens into the subclavian vein.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Sir, is there any Ayurvedic correlation or any specific reference of lymphatic system or lymphatic channels in our classics?
There is two structures are classified. That is, when we study the sira, okay, that is a curve for sira, which may be correlated with the lymphatic vessel. And the one term is that called lasika, okay, which is called the which is called the ras. Ras का जो सार होता है, that is called the lasika. The lasika may be compared with the lymph vessel, but there is no exact term which are correlated with this lymphatic vessel. Curve sira and the lymph lasika may be correlated with that term, as per my knowledge.
Sir, one more doubt I got.
Yes, sir.
You told about the similarity of venous drainage and the lymphatic drainage.
Yes, sir.
Are these lymphatic channels also supported by valvular systems?
Yes, sir. Lymphatic system are also supported by the valvular structure. Numerous valves are present in the lymphatic vessels, which stops the retrograde flow of the lymphatic lymph. Like a venous system, there are valves. There are valves present.
Okay, sir. So you explained about phagocytosis,
Yes, sir.
which are happening inside the lymph nodes.
Yes, sir.
Is there any similar mechanisms which are happening inside the lymphatic channels also, other than lymph nodes?
No, sir. That is not.
Question is phagocytosis concentrated only inside lymph nodes or also in the channels?
No, it is not in the channel, sir. It is typically in the lymph nodes. But the phagocytosis is also in case of certain epithelial tissues also, not because of from the lymphocyte, where the lymphatic vessels are not present. But generally, phagocytosis are taken place in the lymph node.
Okay, sir. Sir, I got one more doubt from a student.
Yes, sir.
Under Rasavaha, Raktavaha or Ambuvaha Srotas, lymphatic system speaking Ayurvedic way, so in which system it can be incorporated into? Rasavaha, Raktavaha or Ambuvaha
Srotas? Raktava. As per my knowledge, it should be considered in the Raktava, because it is accessory part of blood.
But sir, the doubt then comes in the definition of lasika, as we told it as the sara of the rasa.
Yes.
So,
but the rasa
how that can be
into the rakta also. Rasa is converted to rakta also. That is the
so it has to be considered under Raktavaha Srotas.
Yeah, Rakta. Lasika, some of the authors has considered Lasika as a lymph, but it is not confirmed relationship between the lymph and the Lasika. Because lymph is like a blood.
Okay, sir.
It is like a draining system, like a blood-like structure. This is highly developed.
Okay, sir. Sir, one more question. Hello, sir. Is it audible?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, sir. So one more question. Yeah, sir. You told about the transfer of tumor cells through the lymphatic channel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
yes,
and you gave an example of mammary gland tumor also.
Yes, sir.
So one question that came is whether lymphatic channels have tumors or not. Will they get affected with tumors?
Yeah, that they also get affected with tumor, and that are called as the lymphomas. That clinical aspects are called lymphoma. Generally presents near the branchomediastinal lymph nodes or present near the infraclavicular lymph node. And that one type of disease is called Hodgkin's disease, where these lymph cells are get lymphatic vessel get a tumor cell that is called lymphoma. It is one of the type of blood cancers.
Okay, sir. If any students are having any doubts, kindly ask, or you can put that in the chat box. Yes, sir. One more question that came.
Yes, sir.
We have blood pressure being measured in venous system and also in the arterial system.
Yes, sir.
Does the same as you told that it is being connected? No, it is again going back to the circulation, cardiovascular circulation. So, is there any pressure differences between venous drainage and lymphatic drainage?
Sir, as per my knowledge, there is no literature is present on the lymphatic pressure, sir, as per my knowledge. Because the
Okay,
limbs
sir.
are present in जो present होता है actually, it is not exactly of the blood. Okay, it is of the tissue fluid. And blood is
Okay.
high evolved connective tissue. That's why they have the pressure. But as per my knowledge, no literature is present on the lymphatic pressure.
Okay, sir. Kindly don't ask physiological questions. This is an anatomy webinar, so kindly concentrate on anatomy questions. If anyone is having any anatomical questions related to lymphatic system, you may please ask. I hope there is no further questions, sir.
Yes, sir. I hope your
So
students understand the structures.
yes, sir.
It is a very
It
brief.
was a very nice presentation. No, even though it was brief, it was informative, sir. Sir, two more questions I got.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Sir, so is there Hodgkin's lymphoma happening by injuries?
No, sir, that is not yet doubtful because Hodgkin's lymphoma is generally is the because of the disorders of the abnormal divisions of the lymphatic cells. Because there is no literature regarding that, it is because of the injury.
Okay, so one more question. A little knowledge, kindly share a little knowledge on removal of major lymphatic vessels and lymphatic nodes in case of tumors, sir.
Yeah, just for an example, they सकते हो when I give an example, whenever
Yes,
there is a suppose when I given an example of the mammary gland, the breast tumor. In case of evolved breast tumor, when there is involvement of axillary lymph node, when there is to remove out the breast, okay, then the surgeon generally do the remove all the necessary lymph nodes also. That is the axillary lymph node and the axillary lymphatic vessels also to not do further stop of that lymphatic spread of the cancer. And even of the breast के साथ अगर breast tumor आपको हो रहा है तो generally जो surgeons breast के साथ बाकी की चीजें भी आपके निकाल लेते हैं. That is the axillary lymph node. That is called pan mastectomy. Breast, remove of the whole breast, remove of the lymphatic vessels and remove of the lymph nodes also.
Okay, sir. Sir, one more question.
Yes, sir.
After the removal of this lymphatic drainage during surgery, does it affect the normal lymphatic drainage?
No, sir, that did not affect the normal lymphatic drainage because the function of these lymphatics are taken over by the another lymphatic tube. Small part it should be affected, but it not majorly it not affected. But there are
Okay,
the
so
some of the patient complaining of some of the patient may complain of the lymphedema also, sir. If there is a pan lymphatic, in case of, sir, for example, again I've given the breast mastectomy. If there is a breast mastectomy, removal of the axillary lymph node along with the major lymphatics of the upper limb, then there is a possibility of the stagnation of the lymph in the upper limb also. There is a possibility. It is
okay,
not
sir.
totally confirmed that
In,
it is 100% you are not the affect. Because normal is normal thing. If you remove the normal thing, it is surely affect the certain parts of the lymphatic circulation.
okay, sir. If there are any other doubts, kindly ask. Platform is open for discussion. If students are having any doubt, to be specifically anatomic doubt regarding lymphatic system, you may please ask. I hope, sir, no further questions are there.
Yes, sir.
So, sir, thank you so much. Thank you so much for spending this time for us. We know that you were busy, and I am more thankful because I know that you have a very busy schedule in your college also, along with so many other works. So even in spite of that, you accepted my invitation and our college invitation very happily. So we are always privileged, sir, for that, and we thank you for giving your precious time today. So we are winding up the session, today's session. Sir will be joining us for one more session on September 3rd on the topic Peshi Sharira. So see you, sir. And
Yes, sir. Thank you, Dr. Anup, sir.
on behalf of Department of Rachana Sharira and also Shiva Ayurvedic College, I thank you so much for giving your precious time for us, sir.
Yes, sir.
Thank you
Dr.
so
Anup.
much.
Thank you for inviting me. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you. You're welcome, sir. Thank you. Have a great day, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.